What's up, guys? Tugi here, back again with some more NHL 16 and my New York Islanders GM Mode series. And in this episode, it is the Stanley Cup Final matchup against the Calgary Flames. We are, of course, in Season 3. We are two-time defending champions. And I'll say this. We'll keep this series going because we're so close to NHL 17. But in the future, if it just happens to be that we've had so much success in the first couple of seasons, I'll leave it up to you guys as to whether or not we actually continue that series. Of course, with the Islanders, we expected to have this success, knowing that they were a team that we deemed as close to being true contenders. Of course, getting Roberto Luongo really turned us into contenders immediately, and we ended up winning the Cup. With this lineup, the big question was, do we put in Joshua Ho-Sang instead of Thomas Fleischmann? I was looking around. If we call up Ho-Sang and I go best lines, it actually puts him on the second line and drops Andrew Ladd down to the third line. And I was looking, too. I don't know how I didn't notice. Barzal is a terrible center. He's only a 65 for face-off rating. So there are a couple of things that we could do with this team to improve. But then the problem is, or the question is, do we make those changes? Because this team has been great so far. And I think I'm not going to mess with anything yet. There are a lot of things we could do. We could call up Ho-Sang for Fleischmann. We could put Barzal on a wing, whether on the second or third line. There's a lot of things we could do. But in the meantime, I see no reason to mess with the lineup. I can't. And it sucks because if we win, then cool. If we lose, I'm going to wish I made changes. So you can't read the situation. You just have to see what happens during the sim, and we will, of course, take a look at the Flames here. 90 offense, 90 defense, 88 goaltending. We have them beat in every way, but can we get the job done here against Calgary? And like I said, if we do have trouble with our lineup, there are changes we can make. You know, if we fall down 0-2 in this series, I certainly won't hesitate. But here is the Flames lineup. First line left wing, Hunter Shinkaruk. He's a depth forward on their first line, having a pretty good postseason, 13 points thus far. Sean Monahan, 9 points as well. Of course, we traded him back, and rightfully so. He is a first-line center. It would be kind of cheap having him on the second line. And the right wing is Lance Bouma, the third line checking forward, 86 overall. He also has 12 points, so interesting to see that Monahan has the lowest point total from those players. Tim Bozon, 82 overall, is on the second line, a minor league scoring forward, only has 2 assists in this postseason. He has to be there because of injury. He is with Sam Bennett, 87 overall, and Troy Brouwer, 85 overall, with 6 points. The third line, Lucas Lesio, he is with Mikhail Backlund and Emile Poirier. Backlund having a very good postseason thus far. And then the fourth line is Michael Furland, Mark Jankowski, and Matt Stajan. A very well-rounded lineup, certainly some interesting decisions, and I'm going to regret saying this. I'm absolutely going to regret saying this. They don't have that elite player outside of Monahan. They essentially have just that one guy. The defense is looking pretty good, though. It is TJ Brody, who has 12 points so far, with Dougie Hamilton. Mark Giordano with Oliver Kylington, who is slightly injured, and then Tyler Wotherspoon is with Eric Roy. So not the greatest defense we've seen, but Brody, Hamilton, and Giordano are certainly capable. The goaltender is Brian Elliott, who has a .958 save percentage through 13 games. That would explain their success. John Gillies has played in 2 games so far in this postseason. He has a .911 save percentage. Scratched players, and I guess that would explain something. Michael Frolik currently injured. Freddie Hamilton scratched, and Jyrki Jokipaka currently injured as well. So, should we win the Cup here for a third time? Based on the lineups and the talent scale, the talent levels, yes, we should. But anything can happen, and I just don't know what to expect. So let's get to it. They are 12-2 in this postseason. We have home ice advantage. Let's get it done. First period of game number 1. Can we get off to a good start? And my God, can we? Oh, Brian Elliott, that save percentage is going down just a little bit. It is Michael Dowcall, 36 seconds later. I almost said 35. What a mess up there. 36 seconds later, it is Shane Prince, and then John Tavares, the captain, getting it done. 3 goals, pretty much all from outside. 3 goals on 10 shots, and that is one hell of a start. Second period, can we keep it up? And Jesus, can we? Johnny Boychuk and Michael Dowcall make it 5-0. Mark Jankowski gets a goal back on Bishop, but we are up 5-1. 5 goals on 17 shots at the end of that second period. Just an offensive explosion for the Islanders in Game 1. P.A. Parento makes it 6. Unbelievable. John Tavares makes it 7 on the power play. Another goal for the captain. And just, I think I made the right choice keeping the lineup the same. Wow. That is embarrassing. A Stanley Cup Final game, and it's a 7-1 victory for the Islanders. 4 points for Dowcall, 3 points for Boychuk, a 4-assist night for Johnny Gaudreau, and the New York Islanders take a commanding 1-0 series lead. That is as dominant of a Game 1 as you will see. Now, we still have a long way to go, and I certainly expect Calgary to bounce back here in game number 2. But what a magnificent start for us. We'll see if that can continue here. It is game 2. It is the first period. Can we keep that up? And we cannot. It is Backlund and Brouwer, 35 seconds apart. 2 goals on 7 shots. And that's a bit scary. Let's see what happens, though, here in the second period. We get a goal back with Cizikas, but then it's Hunter Shinkaruk getting the goal. It is 3-1. We're out shooting them. Brian Elliott really doing a much better job here in this game. Let's do this. Third period. Not what I was expecting, though. I expected Brian Elliott and Calgary, obviously, to have a better bounce back, but only 1 goal so far on 27 shots. We haven't had a shot in a while now. There we go. Come on, boys. Anders Lee with the goal with 6 minutes remaining. Come on, we can do this. 2 minutes to go, and Michael Furland. You son of a bitch. Michael Furland ends that dream, and the Calgary Flames have tied this series. It is a 4-2 victory in Game 2. 2 points for Troy Brouwer, and a .930 save percentage for Brian Elliott. Disappointing, especially after that Game 1, but I think we all kind of know that's a bit of a fluke. It's a bit of a fluke. And now the series shifts to Calgary for the first time for Game 3. And let's see if we can bounce back and hopefully get off to a good start here. Let's not have another poor first period like we did, but we do. It is Backlund again with another goal, and we are down here in game number 3. Second period, can we turn it around? Jesus, what is going on, boys? Emile Poirier makes it 2-0. Ladd makes it 2-1. And then Shinkaruk makes it 3-1 yet again. Second game in a row. We head to the third period down by 2 goals. Can we turn it around, or is Calgary going to storm back? And that is exactly what they're going to do. Lance Bouma makes it 4-1. And after just an amazing, like the most dominant game I think I've seen in all the sims we've done here in the past year or so, Calgary takes game 3. I'm in shock just a little bit. We dropped this game, and that is not good. Backlund, Poirier, these guys are getting it done. And the question is now, after dropping 2 straight games, is do we go for a lineup change? And we might have to, because I really don't want to risk going down 3-1 in this series. And everybody just lost morale. Didn't I hit the second answer? Thought I hit the second answer, which is a guaranteed up normally. I don't know. Who cares? The morale system's weird. Let's take a look at the lineups here. Thomas Fleischmann, 2 assists. Man, he hasn't really done too much. All right, you know what? I got to go with my gut here. I think I got to go with my gut here. We'll go with what you guys were suggesting as well. Let's scratch Fleischmann. I think I'll send down Winnick, because we're not using him, so who cares? and he'll be gone at the end of the year anyway. He was just a depth guy. And we'll call up Ho-Sang. He's guaranteed to drop to an 82 overall, but that's fine. The only thing really holding him back from being an elite player now is his defense. He just is not that great of a defensive player. And yeah, he dropped to an 82 overall, but there you get a look at his stats. Like, he is a fantastic player. The question is, where do we put him? And what do we do with these lines? Ah, shit, what do we do here? What do we do here? Okay, you know what? I'm going to go with Parento because he's a right-handed shot, and those have come at a premium for this team, for this franchise so far. Do we put Cizikas? We need Cizikas as a center. We absolutely do. And I think we're going to... I got to take we need to be winning faceoffs. So I think I'm going to put Barzal on the right wing, which would be this... And then we'd have Ryan Strome. If we want right wings on the right side, this is what it would be. And the question is that what we want to do? And I wouldn't be against it, really. Andrew Ladd right now only has 6 points. Shane Prince has 6 points. So we could go Prince, Smith, Parento, Ladd, Cizikas, Barzal. And then Goodrow, Lee, Ho-Sang, Dalcal, Tavares, and Strome. Question is, do I want Barzal or Ho-Sang on that second line? That is the question. I might go with Barzal because he fits in a little bit better, only a little bit, with Ladd and Cizikas. I was going to say Anders Lee, too, is a 78 for face-off rating. You know, I think I might go with this lineup, you know, just to get some balance. You know, that way we have some right-handed shots in there. They're not all lefties. I think that might be the way to go. Best Lines also puts Hamonic now on the top line with Nick Leddy instead of Johnny Boychuk. So I'll trust the game's judgment on that. So is this what we want to go with? The one thing I'm concerned about is Prince being on the fourth line, because he deserves a little bit better than that. But you know what? I'm going to go with it. I'm going to go with it. It's kind of a mix of best lines. We get the right-handed shots on the right side. And who knows, maybe I shouldn't have even edited the lines to begin with. Maybe it was just a bit of an overreaction. We're going to Game 4, though, and let's hope this can get the offense kick-started. Who knows, new line combinations for the first time in quite a while. Let's see what happens. First period of game number 4, and again, the Flames escape with a 1-0 lead at the end of the first. That is just absolutely killing us. It's Tim Bozon with the goal. Second period, can we turn it around? Gee, what happened to our offense? What is going on with our offense? Sam Bennett makes it 2-0, and the Islanders are in gigantic trouble here. The offense is just absolutely dried up. Power plays for Calgary, and they get one. We just kept taking penalties. It's Eric Roy. It's 3-0. Yoki Paka makes it 4-0. All right, fuck this. Finish game. I don't care if Goodrow just scored. Fuck it. Get out of here. Goodrow with the goal. We lose 4-1 again. Who gives a fuck about the 3 stars? It's not like any of our players are going to be there. We won Game 1 7-1, and since have been outscored 12-4. Explain that to me, Islanders. Explain that to me. How have we been outscored 12-4 in the last 3 games with some of these players? Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh my God, we are fucked. Ho-Sang at least got a point that game. Do we go, you know what, fuck it. We'll go with that as the second line. Anders Lee is doing all right this postseason anyway. You know what, fuck it. We'll go with that. I don't know what else to do. I mean, I'm sure there are plenty of other options. But I kind of lost faith at this point. I don't know what else to do. I mean, we could put in Fleischmann. You know, we could put Goodrow back on the top line. But, I mean, I probably should, really. Oh, what do we do? But then there's no excuse why he shouldn't be delivering with Lee and Strome to begin with. And, I mean, it's not like if we do, just for example, you look at Goodrow and Strome. I mean, all right, you know what? What do we do here? We got to do something because this team's going to lose. We're going to crash and burn out of the playoffs. I'm going to drop Cizikas down. Who gives a fuck about face-offs anymore, right? Shane Prince, Andrew Ladd, and Anders Lee. Yeah, that looks all right to me. I'm throwing whatever I can at the wall and seeing what sticks. We have 3 right-handed shots. Whatever. It doesn't even matter at this point. We'll go with Ho-Sang on the left, Barzal and Strome. We'll see what happens. Oh, fucking hell. Is that what I want to go with? Is that what I want to go with? We have Fleischmann still scratched. Beauvillier, he's not ready. He's not at Ho-Sang's level. Oh, I think we're out of it, boys. I do. I think we're out of it. I'm gonna put Boychuk back on the top pairing there. I think we're screwed. We've just dug ourselves a hole. The offense just hasn't gotten it done. I don't really have faith in this line combination. So, all right, Ladd, Barzal, Strome, who had a really good offseason, Prince, Lee, Ho-Sang. This is the lineup I was going to go with. Originally, I mentioned it at the end of the last episode. I can't believe we're about to lose to Calgary. That's just what's setting in right now. We're about to lose to Calgary. There's no way we win 3 straight games. Unbelievable. Let's get this over with, because this team has disappointed me. As I felt really confident with the way this team was built, more confident than I did with the first 2 teams. And this is going to be Sean Monahan's revenge here. We're back in Brooklyn for Game 5. Let's see what happens. Can we extend the series? Can we just get a goal in the first period without them scoring like 6 goals? Don't make it be like 6-1 or even 3-1. Can we get a goal in the first period? And we can't. It's Backlund again. Brian Elliott, I took a shot at him saying your save percentage was going down. It went right back up. Fucking tenfold. We're down 1-0. Second period, can we please, for the love of God, score a goal? Son of a bitch. Okay, they did it in the second period instead of the first. God damn it. You fucking assholes. Hunter Shinkaruk, Troy Brouwer make it 3-0. Yeah, 3-0. Strome makes it 3-1. And then Mark Jankowski makes it 4-1. Oh, fuck. All right, let's get this over with, man. This team blew it. Like, that is so cruel for us to win. And that's it. It's over. It is over. We won Game 1 7-1. 7-1. And we might lose 7-1 in the final game. Oh my God. That is it, boys. That is it. The series has come to a close. The Calgary Flames are your Stanley Cup champions, outscoring, oh my God, outscoring the New York Islanders 18-5 in games 2 through 5. Oh my God. We win Game 1 7-1 and then get outscored 18-5 in the next 4 games. What can you even say to that? What can you even say when we just lost like that? That was just atrocious. I mean, Ben Bishop dropped from like, what, a 933 save percentage to a 920. Absolutely brutal. Absolutely brutal. What a horrific way to end Season 3. We'll sim just a couple days ahead so we can take a look at the awards. It's been a long time, a very long time, since we've had an episode like this. Because with Vancouver, if we made it to the final... And go figure, too, it's fucking Calgary, who eliminated Vancouver in the last Vancouver episode. Fucking Calgary. But go figure... I mean, go figure, you know, we finally have an episode like this where we actually lose in the finals. When we made it with Vancouver, we just won and won and won. But there you see it, for the first time in this series, someone else other than I, someone else other than us, someone else other than I, whatever you want to say, we didn't win the cup. We didn't win the cup. The Art Ross goes to Jamie Benn, as well as the Hart Trophy. John Carlson wins his first Norris. Connor McDavid, the Lady Byng. Barzal did win the Calder. God damn it. It would have been nice for him to have a cup to go with that. The Conn Smythe goes to Elliott. And I mean, you know what? Hold on. We'll finish looking at the awards. Hold on. I did hit the back button 120 times. We will definitely finish looking at the awards. But I need to see the save percentage that Brian Elliott ended that postseason with. Because he was at a 958 when we started. He finishes with a 947. That is absolutely incredible. You're talking about a goalie that, I think he ended up getting kicked out of Game 1. He was replaced. He was pulled. I don't even know, man. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it that this season ended so poorly. The Vezina Trophy, though, goes to Tuukka Rask. Good call there. He also wins the Jennings. Brendan Gormley wins the Masterton. Jonathan Toews the Selke. Ted Lindsay to Jamie Benn. And the Rocket Richard to Ovechkin. The Calder Cup goes to the Rochester Americans down in Bridgeport. Brett Pollock takes home some hardware. Matt Grzelcyk takes home a lot of hardware. Linus Soderstrom wins Goaltender of the Year. He will most likely be the backup goalie next year. I think we'll be getting rid of Grace. He's a little bit too good to be sitting down there. And then we have guys like Tim Pano and Adam Werner to be the tandem. And Bridgeport, Yanni Ordio gets a bit of hardware. Pollock, Mark Stewart, and Mason McDonald. Oh my God. What can you even say? We won 2 cups in a row. But I really wanted number 3. I really, really did. But guys, that'll do it for this episode. Let me know what you thought. And of course, if you have any suggestions for how we should approach the next offseason, let me know. We should have guys like Hosang coming up, and obviously a lot of guys, Winnick, Fleischman, Vermette, and all the guys down in the AHL, Spencer Abbott, guys like that we had signed for the season. They'll be free agents. We'll probably look to do the same thing unless we get some prospects with some really good, overall through the draft, or if prospects we already had grew in potential. I'm a mess right now. I can't believe we just lost like that. Anyways, guys, again, as always, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, make sure to drop a like to help support the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next one.